According to the National Electrical Code, or NEC, empty conduit, including Smurf tube, does not require inspection before drywall is installed. However, the following conditions must be met to ensure a safe and code-compliant installation. Firstly, the conduit must be securely installed and protected from physical damage. This means ensuring that the conduit is properly supported and fastened to prevent it from being dislodged or damaged during construction activities. It also involves protecting the conduit from potential impacts or abrasions that could compromise its integrity. Secondly, the conduit must be properly sized for the intended wires. This is crucial to ensure that the wires can be easily pulled through the conduit without causing damage or strain. The size of the conduit should be determined based on the number and gauge of the wires that will be installed in the future, as specified in the NEC tables. Thirdly, the conduit must be accessible for future wire pulling. This means that the conduit ends should be readily accessible without requiring extensive demolition or removal of building materials. Access points should be strategically located to facilitate the pulling of wires and the making of connections. If you are running empty Smurf tube for line voltage outlets, it is important to follow these guidelines to ensure that the installation is safe and code compliant. Ignoring these requirements can lead to safety hazards, code violations, and costly rework. Once the drywall is installed, you will need to have an electrical inspector verify that the empty conduit is properly installed and accessible for future wire pulling. This inspection is typically conducted after the framing and wiring are complete but before the drywall is installed. The inspector will examine the conduit installation to ensure that it meets all the applicable requirements of the NEC. The inspector will also need to witness the wire pulling and termination of the line voltage outlets. This is to ensure that the wiring is installed correctly and safely, and that all connections are properly made. The inspector will verify that the wires are properly sized for the intended load, that the connections are secure, and that the outlets are properly grounded. It is important to communicate your plans with your contractor to ensure that they are aware of your intentions and that they schedule the electrical inspection accordingly. Clear communication with your contractor is essential to ensure that the electrical work is coordinated with the other construction activities and that the inspection is scheduled at the appropriate time. This can help prevent delays and ensure that the project is completed safely and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. In summary, while the NEC does not require inspection of empty conduit before drywall installation, it is crucial to adhere to the guidelines regarding secure installation, proper sizing, and accessibility. Furthermore, post-drywall installation inspection is necessary to verify proper installation and witness wire pulling and termination. Open communication with your contractor is essential to ensure a smooth and code-compliant electrical installation process.